Zack, you're not only reaching back and restoring Justice League to its proper glory, but you're also throwing an anchor into the future as you kick off a brand new original franchise with Netflix, Army of the Dead, and the teaser just dropped.
Well, it's exciting, and I can't believe we're here. It's been quite a little journey, but super proud and super excited about the movie.
It's only a minute. Why do you tease us like this?
Well, it's not time for the full trailer, which is coming soon, but just want to give you a taste of what's to come. Not too many spoilers, as they say, but just a little glimpse into the world of Army of the Dead, which is by the way, it's a fun and crazy place to be.
Is it a long movie?
I guess by my standards, no, I think it's 2 hours and I want to say 19 minutes or something.
Oh, that's pretty good though. For a zombie action movie, that's still a lot. That's awesome.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, it's a lot.
For you, that's short.
Yeah, for me, it's a little vignette.
Now, this isn't your first zombie rodeo, Zack. Your breakout movie, Dawn of the Dead, helped popularize fast zombies. So what are you hoping to add to the genre this time with Army of the Dead?
Yeah, I was really excited. I think the thing I love about movies and genre movies, especially like this, is kind of being able to take a deep dive into the cinematic mythology of movies and really kind of deconstruct the tropes of a genre, and zombies, that genre has so many awesome tropes in it that I'd love to sort of pull apart and figure out what's the deal with them. And as well as because our movie is kind of its roots live in movies like Escape from New York and Aliens, and there's a lot of movies that I really find super fun and sort of genre defining films that I really wanted to kind of inject into this, and it was fun to kind of really see all those chapters, sort of cinematic chapters, kind of stack up in this movie. It's kind of fun.
It's quite the deck of cards.
It is indeed.
Your Vegas theme. I love that, so you speak about genres. I love that you're mixing genres. We've seen comic book movies start to do that, like Winter Soldier is also a political thriller. WandaVision has horror elements. And you're doing a zombie movie with a heist genre. So what gave you the initial idea to do that?
It's funny. I came up with this idea about 10 years, maybe longer, a long time ago. And it was an idea that I had kicked around, and I always just thought it was a fun, because it's a mission movie is always fun. And the idea of that there was a quarantine zone built around Vegas and the zombies are inside, and that for whatever reason, the government decided to leave them, and that our heroes have to go run the gauntlet and go into this abandoned casino and find in the basement, the $200 million that, was the casino's, money. And
that's awesome.
So it just sort of evolved out of the mission movie concept. And really, it's funny how I think that the heist movie has kind of grown in popularity again, and kind of has this kind of renaissance that's happening as well. And it just that was serendipitous. And so it was kind of great.
It's such a cool combo, and we see a lot of Vegas in the teaser, even including the floor of a casino and that massive vault. I know you had a lot of green screen, but how many practical sets did you build?
We had a lot. We had a lot of practical sets. We shot that section of the movie. We shot in Atlantic City. We shot
zombie apocalypse.
We shot half the movie. We shot half the movie in New Mexico, and the other half we shot in Atlantic City in a sort of defunct casino that we were able to put our own slot machines in and kind of dress it out the way we wanted, giant casino. And we shot in two different casinos in Atlantic City. And one was kind of the exterior and sort of the lobby area. And then one was the actual floor of the casino. And then we built a big set in New Mexico that is the whole safe area and stuff.
Oh, wow. That's really cool though. That's such a good use of Atlantic City. And so you don't even have to, like, it's already ready for you. What must have been so much fun to play in there?
It was fun to shoot in Atlantic City. The people were amazing, and it was really fun to, kind of create that post-apocalyptic Vegas in Atlantic City. One of the exteriors we did, where they're going into this loading dock in the back of one of the casinos. We brought in like sand and made it look like the desert had blown in, and put some palm trees there, and
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
it was really funny. I think it looks really great. There's
So
a
you have so many zombies, like the huge shot at the end of the teaser. That's obviously digital,
Mhm.
but you have a lot of practical zombies. Now, I was fortunate enough to do a cameo in Zombieland 2, so I know firsthand how long it takes to get even a few zombies through makeup, etc. What were the
Yeah.
logistics of having not only all these zombies, but having them in Vegas costumes too?
Yeah, it was a lot of logistics. It was a lot of difficult planning because if you have 2 days of tons of extras, you have to ripple the list and get the makeup in earlier and earlier because they gotta, you gotta let them out. Or it's like a big chessboard of scheduling, and so it was really quite tricky. And yes, and they were some of them in like elaborate showgirl costumes, or they were Elvises or
Yeah.
whatever. So it did add another layer of complexity to that. But the teams did an amazing job, and the zombies showed up and they looked amazing. And they also, everyone seemed pretty excited to kind of participate. So it was fun.
Yeah, they get to be a Vegas zombie in a Zack Snyder movie. It's like the holy grail. So Matthias Schweighöfer is one of the few actors that are spotlighted in the teaser. You only really spotlight, like, you have a huge cast, but we only see like
Amazing
three people.
Yeah.
But Matthias, he's a really big star in Germany. And I believe this is the first time, I mean, you've spotlighted international actors before, but here, I think this is the first time you've had one like in a leading role. And you do have a number of international actors here.
Yeah, I mean, it really depends on what you
Well, there are no small roles. You're right.
define as leading. But I think the thing with Matthias that's been fun and interesting is that his character is literally he's the safecracker character, and he's the most sort of fish out of water of the crazy killers, because you have Dave Bautista, who's like amazing and awesome, and really, he's the lead of the movie, and everyone's just kind of, he's the father and the warrior and everything, and everyone's just kind of, and then you have Matthias, who's just kind of trying to not get killed.
Yeah, I love his costume. He's in the like bright colors.
Yeah, and they need him alive because the whole idea is that we gotta keep him alive, because if he dies, they can't crack.
He can't get in.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great wrinkle.
Fun.
That's really cool.
Then as we were talking about it, and as we were watching the character evolve and stuff, Shay and I got talking, who wrote the script with me, and we came up with an idea for a story about Dieter's origin, who's Matthias's character. And then one thing led to another, and then Matthias ended up just finishing directing a movie about his character's life in Germany before coming to America, and like the different safes he cracks, and how actually it really meshes up with the safe that he's going to crack in Vegas. There's like
that's so cool.
A bit of a through line, but it's really fun.
So because he's not only a big actor in Germany, but he's a filmmaker too. He's one of those triple threats, right?
Yeah.
So, but you have his prequel, and then also you have an animated series for Netflix that you're doing.
Yes, yeah, we're doing an animated series too that sort of looks into, there's a window of time when Vegas falls, and they quarantine Vegas, between the quarantining of Vegas, or right after the walls put up, but before they've sort of gotten everyone out and determined that the city was sort of empty of refugees. Our team of guys were sort of civilians that knew the city. They were all from Vegas, so they ran missions in and out to do rescues. And that's kind of the backstory to Dave's character and, Omari's character.
That's really cool. What's the order of release with the Army of the Dead, the prequel, and the
It'll
animated
be
series?
the Army of the Dead, my movie, then Matthias's movie will follow. I don't know when exactly, but it doesn't have as much visual effects, so it should be done easier.
Mm-hmm.
Then a year from now, we'll get the animated series.
So how big is the world of Army of the Dead? Could the story continue even beyond this?
Absolutely. It absolutely could continue. And we have some crazy plans. So we'll see.
Oh yeah. So that's great. So this is your first streaming movie.
Yes.
How is it working for Netflix versus a traditional studio?
Scott Stuber, who, is the head of the movies there. He had hired me to do Dawn of the Dead when he was at Universal. So it was a very awesome sort of symbiotic coming of perfect circle.
That's so cool. He gave you your first movie gig and he gave you your first streaming gig.
Yeah. So it's been really cool. And he's been great. And by the way, Netflix has been amazing and we've had a great time. I came at it with a pretty outrageous concept and pretty outrageous ideas, and they've been super excited about everything I've had to do. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, finally, on that note, this is a crazy movie. You're delivering a big summer blockbuster, but one that's intended to be watched via streaming. How did that influence your creative choices when making the movie?
Yeah, it's also the first movie I've shot digitally. I've only ever shot on film. And so it was a new and exciting endeavor, as well as I'm the DP of the movie as well. And so
we've seen some cool shots of you, like in action, getting your shots.
Yeah. So it was fun. I worked with my longtime friend and camera operator. And so we were able to, both of us, John Clothier and I, both of us able to, shooting together, really, really, really fun. And so that was a challenge and exciting, but all of it was really, I got to say, it was one of my most satisfying and creatively energizing cinematic sort of movie making experiences. So it was really, really great fun.
Oh, it's awesome. So the teaser's out and more to come very soon.
Yeah, more to come really soon. There's a cornucopia of zombie mayhem coming your way, if you will, in the not too distant. Excited about the next trailer because that really is a big bite of the apple. But for now, you can enjoy your 1 minute of Army of the Dead, which it won't be long before you know exactly what happens.
Oh, that's so cool. That's great. I'm glad you're having such an amazing 2021, Zack.
It's really fun. So far, so good.
Okay. Bye.
Cheers. Awesome.